Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here. This is episode 2 in what was a surprisingly popular series already. A lot of views on the first video quickly, and the first day it went up, so thank you for that. Seems like something you may be interested in, so we'll keep it going every other day or so here until completion. And I also appreciate all the great feedback as far as strategy goes, and most of you seem to agree on the fact that we should basically hold tight at Washington, D.C. and kind of bleed the Confederacy dry by taking everything else and then going after Richmond last, coming up from the other side. So I'm going to kind of go with that strategy. I'll let him come at me if he so chooses, but I'm going to continue stacking up the men down there in Richmond, or in the D.C. area, and just make sure that I'm somewhat strong everywhere else. I've already taken Nashville, so that actually, I think, really helps the situation because it deprives the Confederacy of one of their cities right off the bat, one of their territories. So we'll just have to make sure he doesn't sneak up on me in the west anywhere and do anything I don't expect. I think I've built up a pretty decent force already. I've got a lot of regiments already in the field. Looks like he is coming at me over here in Kansas. So we're going to have to probably deal with that army at some point. All right, so what is going on here? The Dutch, I thought we already had a trade agreement. Oh, they want a military alliance. They want to offer military access for 20 turns in exchange for a single... Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'll take a Dutch military alliance for 20 turns. All right, Lincoln has been inaugurated president. So that is March of 1861. So kind of interesting. We're already ahead of the official hostilities of the Civil War, which didn't kick off to the middle of April. Been working on some infrastructure. We've got a bunch more units that have been recruited, and as I've been doing, I will have to go in and manually change their names to get them to reflect actual units from the Civil War. And in the meantime, I have to just look at making sure that I get everybody going where I want them. In this case, I feel like I've got enough other units that I'm sending toward Nashville that maybe I'm going to send at least a couple of these units back over towards St. Louis. Make sure we've got a decent force there. But we're also sending some more out west, because I know he's sending a unit out that way. Actually, there's the army there, so it looks like he may actually not be coming for the farm, instead coming this other way. So let's try and rush some more troops down here. I'm going to keep this army right where it is for the time being. And then we'll try to merge up these other units to join them.
We can't do that, sir.
I'll keep the other ones in Cheyenne just in case. Let's see how many we're up to. I mean, we got a lot that are about to enter Washington.
Sir.
So let's go ahead and get them all in to the city.
Make ready.
Just want to see what that army looks like.
Your orders.
Already got a pretty decent sized force there.
Further orders.
So you can see that already. But it looks like the Confederates have a lot too, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. In the meantime, I'm gonna build up for a couple more turns here, and then we'll decide where we're gonna go next. Maybe it's Jackson, Mississippi, or maybe it's Texas. I want to kind of wait and see what he does over here first, and I'm gonna continue moving down some of these units. So maybe St. Louis is the place that we strike from there, and then we send out a force from Nashville at the same time. And I probably should have a force down this way too, so just in case. Looks like there's a place we can build a farm. A couple of places. I want to keep my infrastructure going, and I want to take a look real quick at the situation. I'm still making a slight profit, so that's good news, but I probably don't want to go too much higher, at least for right now, for fear of running out of money. And we'll see what the Confederates do in the meantime. Alright, he's coming up, it looks like in the Shenandoah Valley, so I gotta be careful there. I think we're gonna strike that army as soon as I've got enough men in place. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Abraham Lincoln III has Abraham Lincoln has a mistress? Come on. Alright, whatever. The attack on Fort Sumter happened at this point. We're in April. Yeah, I know. They're blocking everybody's path. We're gonna deal with that soon enough here. He's going after this farm. Problem is I don't have my units kind of merged together yet. So he's probably going to hit that farm before I get there. But we're going to deal with him soon enough.
At the ready. Can't do it, sir.
No, okay.
Sir.
Let's get these guys closer. There's only 2 units there, so I don't think I want to take these guys on quite yet.
Forward.
I want to get them a little closer to each other, though.
Your humble servant.
Alright, we're building up a decent-sized force here in St. Louis. I need to work on getting some more artillery, though. But at least for now, I don't think I'm going to recruit any more units. I don't want to put myself in an untenable
Any further orders?
budget situation, at least for the time being.
Yes.
Let's get these guys down into, or at least near, Frankfurt.
By the land. At the ready. March forward. March.
And I think we should be able to replenish these units, get them back up to full strength. We'll do that in favor, or in lieu of recruiting new units. Alright. I gotta watch right here, because he looks like he's building up some forces here. There's really nowhere for them to go, except to start hitting some of my infrastructure, my money-making areas. So I've got to be cautious and make sure that I can send troops if it comes to that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Make camp gathering supplies.
Okay, what's happening here? Oh, I'm maxed out in DC, so these other units are just going to have to stay in a separate army for now.
Ready and waiting.
Gotcha.
Harvesting
That's
supplies.
fine.
Making camp. Army. Halt.
What's he doing? What's he up to? Alright, he's coming toward Nashville and Frankfurt, it looks like. Alright, here we go. So, we should be okay here. My reinforcing units are close enough to assist in this battle. Alright. Nice battle out here on the plains. Should be an interesting one. We're going to be pretty evenly matched at the start. But that'll change, obviously, when the rest of my units get into position to help out.
General and staff at your
He's got some high ground up there, so I'm a little concerned about that. Reinforcements, yes. Oh, look at that. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The reinforcements are behind you, sir. I can't quite control them. There we go. So he's going to send one unit back here to deal with them, I guess. Are those horse units? Or that's artillery. Okay. Alright, let's get up here and deal with this artillery. With my reinforcements. Oh, no, no, oh my, oh, dude. Holy cow. There went a third of my cavalry just like that. My goodness, and they can't even get around this fence. Alright, I gotta pull them back this way. Wow. Okay, was not expecting that. This is a problem. I've got to get in there now and get that. What kind of artillery is that? They're only 6-pounders. Oh my goodness. Artillery is brutal. He's got the high ground, so that concerns me a little bit. Alright. I gotta get the cavalry over here and try to get at that artillery if he doesn't get hit by the infantry first. I don't like firing uphill like this. It makes it hard. You can see that it's being reflected in the casualties that I'm suffering. Gotta move up. No, you guys go that way. Thankfully, I've got reinforcements or I'd be in trouble. Did he turn his artillery around? Oh, he is now. Come on, cavalry. You gotta get going a little faster. There, what now? Oh, they lost one man. Wow. Already have lost massive casualties. Those other guys haven't lost a man. What is happening? Oh, a bad day so far for me. Alright, let's do this. Wow. I've already lost 70 men out of my cavalry. Oh, he's trying to pull out now. Oh, we killed the enemy general. Nice. Oh, that's because I sent in the cavalry. Which I had to do. Still, this is going to be a bad day for me. Where does artillery go? Come on, boys. Man, rough day for these two units. The first Minnesota, man. And this one I hadn't named yet. Thank goodness for the cavalry. Down to just 77 men, though. But they're buying time for this other infantry to come up and hopefully turn the tide. Oh, there's his artillery. They returned. Oh. That's alright. You're done, artillery. You are done. We're just going to run right through you, I guess. There we go. Alright, my cavalry just ran too. And I really didn't do enough damage to his infantry, I don't think. He's still got the high ground. Alright, boys. First Kansas. Let's get it done. I think I may have just shot some of my own men. Maybe. Still don't like the position I'm in. First Kansas is wavering. Whoa, whoa, what? Alright, not a good day for me at all. Yeah, wow, that was brutal. Alright, well, I learned an important lesson there. Do not underestimate the enemy. When he's on the highest level of difficulty and he's got decent troops and a little bit of artillery, he can tear me up and he can do it quick. So that was a rough day. I lost 725 men to his 194. What did he capture? No, he captured a settlement. Because I took Nashville, I controlled everything else down here. I see. Enemy raid on the Great Bend farmland. Yeah, that's because I lost horribly. Alright, let's regroup. I'm going to fall back to Cheyenne for now. With these guys. We'll drop these guys back to Sioux Falls, Iowa and Minnesota. We'll get some more men going. Man, I have no artillery out here at all. And there's probably not even any way to get it. Cannon foundry, there we go. That's what we need out there. Looking at the government situation. Income went up slightly. So that's good. We can probably get away with recruiting a few more units. How many we got? Decent force here in Nashville. They're still built, kind of rebuilding, but in the meantime, I'm starting to get more troops down here as well. So.
Forward, sir. March. Your orders ready and awaiting orders. Sir. Your orders.
I may have to park some guys right over here because, you know what? This guy's going to go in there and try to raid some things. We're going to come out here and cover that. Interesting to have a cotton. Oh, it's Kentucky, I guess. I don't know. Seems a little far north for cotton, but. Alright, let's look at what kind of army he's assembling over here, because he's got quite a bit. But we're still sending troops down. Alright, let's get some more artillery here.
Ready for order.
The rest of these troops are just going to have to merge with the army that's sitting outside of Washington. Because Washington's already maxed out.
March, sir. Your orders.
Got a bunch of horse artillery sitting here.
Harvesting supplies. March. Making camp. More orders.
This is going to be a pretty tough army to mess with. All right. I wonder if the Dutch are going to send troops, since we're in a military alliance now. Pet Hermit. Alright, interesting. Okay. Alright, where'd he go? He backed off over here, since I sent those troops that direction. Well, that's fine.
Forward.
We're still going to keep an army sitting there, I think. Let's see the situation over here in Virginia, because I feel like I could probably take care of business there if I need to, but we're going to wait. However,
Your humble servant. Ready for orders.
no, I wasn't trying to send him into Washington. I wanted to send him into this guy.
Ready and awaiting orders.
And we're going to go after this army up here. Not going to happen on this turn, I guess. Alright, income went down a little bit, so we're going to kind of hang tight right there. Let's look at our policies. Our tax levels are still pretty low, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and let them auto-manage construction moving forward. So Kentucky, Iowa, and Minnesota, and central New York have a little bit of an issue with public order, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and head right into the next turn.
Setting up order supply.
Oh, he just marched right past me. He's heading north with that army. I've got to hit them. Put a stop to that. And we're going to have to come down and hit that unit in Cheyenne. Alright, first things first, we had an army heading into Maryland up here. That's not going to be allowed to stay. Oh my gosh, here comes his bigger force too. So, if I attack them, these guys are probably close enough that they can support. So, we're going to have to probably think about doing the same here. So, I'm going to march some troops out from Washington.
Waiting for your orders.
Alright, he is not getting his reinforcement armies, but I am getting mine. So, massive force here. I've got about 9,000 men going up against his 888. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. I don't even think I'm going to need all my troops. Especially since I also have reinforcements. And here's a chance to use my artillery for the first time. And I think they're high enough. We should be able to fire over the heads of the folks in front.
Troop on limber.
To the 1st New Jersey over here. I think for the most part, I'm just going to kind of hold the line here. I'm going to head over here and get those guys out of sight.
General Staff report.
Oh yeah. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's your turn to deal with artillery, my friend. Looks like he's got some too. I'm targeting his artillery with mine. Where is that artillery? Oh, more coming up with the reinforcements. We'll set them up over here. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't walk in front of the artillery, please. You just stay right here. You guys are all going to be reinforcements. We don't need all of you at all. I also don't want you firing. Oh, here he comes, man. He just came right at me. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on here? Why is my artillery moving? Is it because I thought I was issuing an order to fire? I guess I was issuing an order to move, and I marched him right into the enemy. Not cool. He charged his cavalry right into me. So unfortunately, the 2nd Massachusetts are the main victims of that cavalry charge into the center. But I'm going to assume that my infantry can deal with them. I'm actually going to send... his artillery is pretty much taken out already, but I'm going to send my... Boy, this driving rain is not helping. Send my cavalry down there to deal with them. Again, the high ground's making it rough for me. Because he has it. Boy, those heavy guns are doing a number on him, though. Where's my cavalry? I probably get one more shot with the heavy guns before I gotta lay off. Nope, I sent them into these lines instead. Alright, you guys don't fire. I think the 2nd Massachusetts may cease to exist. Alright, now we can fire. These 2 units got out of the way. Oh, no, 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 no. I really should have dealt with them. So you can see, I mean, really, the X factor in these battles, as I'm learning quickly, is cavalry and artillery. If it's a line battle with infantry, it's one thing, but when you throw in your cavalry and artillery, you can quickly turn a battle in your favor. Because that one unit of his cavalry just basically destroyed 2 of my infantry regiments. And my artillery's basically wiped out his artillery and this infantry regiment here as well. Let's see what's happening here. He still got 5 of his 8 guns. Oh, I love watching that artillery come in. Look at the huge holes I've blown in his lines. Looks like we're overshooting a little bit. It's not letting me get these units set up. Alright, let's get these guys unlimbered. We'll let artillery finish this one off. Oh, man. There's no way to fight a battle in this pouring rain under heavy artillery fire. I'm going to have 3 units of artillery firing on him here in a second. Here it comes. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Artillery's done. Now we've got 165 infantry to deal with. I could send my cavalry to deal with them, but it's a lot more fun to watch the artillery do it. You guys are bravely waiting. Here it comes. A lot of it's overshooting. In fact, it looks like all of it's overshooting at this point. Alright. Time to deal with this the old-fashioned way. We're going to tell all the artillery to stop firing. And we're going to send in the cavalry. Thought I told those guys to stop. Oh, there, that one hit a little bit. Maybe if I tell them to limber it up, they'll stop firing. Bring it in. Hopefully this wall doesn't cause a problem for charging. Let's do it, boys. Oh yeah. You might want to think about not reloading. Oh! I did not want I told all my artillery to stop firing. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. We made quick work of them. There it is. Alright. Heroic victory. Yeah, not as heroic as I would have liked it to have been. Alright, so I'm still learning. Obviously, there's no way I should have lost that many men in taking out those men, but I'm still kind of learning my way around the battlefield and the tactics and what works and what doesn't. So definitely some room for growth there, but that's why it's good to get into those battles like that where I've got a nice advantage so I can kind of work out the kinks in my strategy.
Men,
Interesting that he retreated toward Ohio. Not entirely sure how that's supposed to work, but that can be dealt with. We can send some units this way to kind of counter that.
country. Forward.
Alright, I think we'll wrap up right there. Obviously, a lot still to be done.
Sir.
But we'll try to counter his moves and then just slowly squeeze him by starting to move in slowly here and there and take over some of his territory and just allow my might militarily but also economically to overwhelm him, just as happened in the real war. So as always, I welcome your comments, your questions, your suggestions. I know some of you out there are much better at this game than I am, so you might have some helpful tips as far as the gameplay goes, particularly in the battles, because I'm still learning my way around that, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. And if you hit that thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it, and we'll probably do a video on this series every other day until it's done. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again real soon.